Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. So many good Vader figures, including this one here. This is an amazing figure. It's right up there. I've got a load of Vaders that I have on the shelf over here. If I focus in on, I'm just handheld right now. I'm going to show you that shelf in a minute. But this video, I'm going to show you how to make a really bad Vader a better looking one. It's just something I've talked about before. Anyway, this Vader here, I still haven't opened it. That's the one that I think is going to beat all. The one I just had in my hand, I think, look at that. This one beats it. I can't wait to open that one. Coming up soon. VC 241. 241. Right, so what I'd like to show you now is a Vader that I thought was the poorest of all, really. And it's this one. It's found all sorts of different places. It's the one that you get in the VOTC. And I really do apologize if you're somebody out there who, when you first got this Vader, you thought it kicked ass. You know, I can totally understand that. Unfortunately for me, I got hold of this after I'd seen other subsequently better Vaders, if that makes sense. And this one, well, we'll come back to that in a minute. It's also been available in, see this here? This lovely shuttle, which was the 2006 Saga Collection shuttle, right? Which is a repack or a repaint or whatever. It's got more grime on that one. That also came with that Vader and a couple of other, excuse me, these guys. I think you got one of him or two of him or something like that. One of him and then a Vader. But the thing about that Vader is, it's right here, and I have actually talked about him before. This Vader I have facing away on the shelf. Any figures that I don't think really look that good face on, I have facing away. So I had him somewhere, I don't know, maybe somewhere in a Hoth display somewhere, just talking to Ozzel or something like that. But the problem with this Vader is he just looks a bit gawky, a bit gangly, a bit clumsy, and he's got a really thin looking neck, right? So that's my issue with him. The face is all right, I suppose that sculpt is okay, but he has definitely been outdated now. He's quite a sharp looking helmet, so it's not that bad. It's kind of got that New Hope vibe, and the red lenses there. But this is the Vader that I really loved when I first, that's kind of like the Vader I got, that one there. When I first saw that and bought that one, can't focus on it. I was just like, oh my God, it just kicked ass. The best ever Vader, the classic, is of course the vintage 80s, which still today looks amazing, and it's got that outline. One could argue this does as well. It's got the classic Vader sculpt, but it's just the body is, it needs to be thick around the neck or something. Anyway, I don't know if you remember a video I did a while ago. I talked about this figure then, and what I did was I discovered that if you get him to kneel, he looks better, way better. And it's very hard to explain why, other than I think it just, this is also quite a netty, the fabric of that is really cheap and poor, so it doesn't look right. But it's very hard to get it to look like it's flowing right. But if you get him to bend his knee, take a knee, he looks way better. And I did that for a display, which is currently, I do apologize, this is all under construction. I haven't finished sorting these shelves out. I had him kneeling before the Emperor, and it just made the figure look really good. So I wanted to revise that and show you how you can make this Vader, which I think is quite a poor one, quite crap in all honesty, make it look better. And there it is there. Here it is. I have now got that Vader, which is the same one. I've got him now kneeling here in front of this. And the reason that is because I needed a Vader. I had to move a few things around recently, and I had here to go with this piece here, which somebody dedicated that to the channel, which is really nice of them. I've forgotten who it was now. My first ever PO box opening. Whoever it was, I'm so sorry I've forgotten your name. They sent me that, and I just loved that. Look at that piece, it's brilliant. And I used to have one of the, which one was it? I think it was the Rogue One one. But unfortunately, I needed to move that, you know, I had to shift all my Vaders around, so obviously then I was missing one with the Obi-Wan cloak. So what I did was, the only other spare Vader I had was this, and I thought, well, this is just like my least favourite Vader. What am I going to do? Have him stood there like that? You know, it could work. But then I remembered, hang on a minute, I remembered that if he kneels, he looks way better. And there he is. Can you see the difference? I don't know what it is. I think the cape drapes on him better. He looks slightly thicker because he's hunched. Oh, he's just fallen over. Let me just move him over here. I think it's because of that. The fact that when he stands and the way this falls, it just makes his neck look quite thin. Like, see what I mean? He just looks really kind of, I don't know. Something's not quite right there, but here like that, he just has that thicker body and it works. So nothing goes to waste, man. And you don't see him kneeling down next to Kenobi in Star Wars, but one can imagine when those blast doors, close the blast doors, kid, or whatever. He shouts to Luke, doesn't he, close the blast doors. When the blast doors close on Vader, you can only imagine Vader has a moment with Kenobi. He looks at that robe and he's probably scratching his head. How the hell did that happen? How did he do that? Where's he gone? That would have freaked him out just as much as it freaked out Ren when, well, we don't want to talk about that. I was going to talk about the force projection there, which I wouldn't mind if they hadn't killed Luke. Bruh. Still, I just think that looks awesome. That's just my opinion, but anyway, this Vader, I struggle to know where to put them, but they look kind of good like that. And also, I've done it before, like that, see? Just better. Get him from the right angle. I need an Emperor now. Let me just bear with me. There you are. Like that, under his power. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. So, just a little tip for you. Is that a figure hack? I don't think so. It's not really a hack, but it's just something I have noticed about this figure, which you could call it the VOTC Vader. This one here, this is the Woolworths exclusive VOTC one, by the way, which is the one from the UK. It's definitely been in the Saga collection with the shuttle, and I really don't doubt it's been repacked elsewhere. The face of it is very similar to, let's have a look at this one here. This one came with the sculpt of that one. Yeah, it's not a million miles away. That's the one that came with the Death Star briefing. I always like to have figures matching. He's got soft goods and so's he. So that's where I have that one now. But there you are, just a little Vader tip, if you want to call it that. But I quite like that. It's poignant, that, isn't it? You will be glad to see him dead and gone, but still there'll be a part of him inside that feels he's going nowhere, man. It's not solving anything, is it? The anger, the route he's taking, the dark side, the dark path. Is it really making his life better? No, it isn't. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. End on a deep thought there. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.